Good evening, Free Enterprise fans, and welcome to another race of the Mini Mysteries Club. We have Espront and Warlink running the seed for us tonight. My name is Dave. I am joined in the restream team tonight by our restreamer Scala Kitty, our tracker Darth Plagle, and my co-commentator Deathlike. How are you doing, Deathlike?
I would say I'm in a race for time too, but for a different reason, completely unrelated. But that's just me. Don't worry about that. I am excited to let's just talk about this race because it's a mystery to everyone. Not just the theme. It's for real. No one, since this particular flag set is meant to be a mystery to everyone. So there will be moments of confusion, frustration, and then a moment where they realize, this flag is on.
Speaking of flags that are on or off, from these objectives, we can already tell that there will be other characters aside from our starting two in this seed.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna pick up Radia. Whether it's early, it's hard to tell. So I think probably maybe writing that off in the sense that if you get her late, maybe she's an anchor, and if you get her early, maybe if you get a nice summon, that's great. But we have an edge start, so that should actually be really helpful. There's edge is a very solid start. You have some decent weapons. Edge is pretty functional pretty early on and will be your initial anchor for quite a bit at least. And that's always it's always good to start off with Edge. Just kind of speed up the seed, at least in the early game.
And since it's just win game and all these objectives are on the blue planet, that Edge may be all you need. Well, 3 of them are on Blue Planet. Who knows where our summoner is hiding?
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough, like whether she's free to pick up early and like an open spot, like Mysidia, where there are 2 characters, or whether she is picked up, with kind of restricted, like where you maybe go into Mount Hobbs and hope Radia is there. So we'll. Hope. I mean, there it could be a difficult trek. So, but at least she's available. So, but we probably won't spend too much time looking for her. And that's a nice start, actually.
That is. And that is money to start with.
Yeah, when you have one of those seeds where, hey, I got that crystal sword. Some people have been known to say, sell it to assert dominance. This is not a bad time to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Those crystal swords represent approximately 6 million GP and some change. JP, it's not Cecil free. Cecil's right there. He gave us all the swords.
Yeah, that's what he does. Dark Knight Cecil provides Holy Sword. That's how it works. There nothing nothing wrong lore wise. Such beauty.
Corner.
It doesn't matter. You get a whole stack. I don't care. Bedward gives spoon. So maybe Spoonward?
Possibly, we'll see once one of our runners checks if it's equipable. It does look like pretty standard shops.
Well, I think Warlink has the right idea. Check for Bedward, but also free the treasury right there. Free boomerang, so we can glitch Edge. We're not even sure, regardless of whether the back row glitch is on. You have a weapon, and and Edge having his standard full stock equipment, Edge will be doing a lot of work early in this seed for sure.
He will. Now, with all this money in hand, I wouldn't be surprised if one of our runners decides to check out the Baron Weapon Shop.
Yeah, with that early Baron key, that shop you typically higher tier although there might be shop flags that might lower its power, but it's usually when it's a gated shop, so Baron shop being one of them. Some tier 5 weapons can be had, and we're talking about I think I'm trying to remember what the light sword, Gungnir spear. I think
we could get Drain Spear. We get Drain Spear. We get Ninja Stars for darts, Ninja Swords for edge to swing.
Yeah, it's pretty much where the good stuff is. I mean, that you could actually normally buy without the Cockle Shop usually is tier 6. So, but tier 5, when you have access to it, usually provides kind of the most bang for your buck. Especially if you buy some high price equipment, like a tiara or sorcerer's robe, those are the high value equipment, and we have free characters, so that's nice to have.
This will definitely incentivize our runners to go check all the free spots because, well, we have a character hunt.
Yeah, there's always a mean chance that, hey, Rydia might be probably behind a boss, so it was probably worth also checking Mysidia. That's a double check. Warlink is going for the Waterway. That's also a free character, usually out of the way, but when you're doing this particular check, you have some free, and that pairing already to a good start for Warlink.
Well, we're about to find out very soon if the Spoon Flag is on.
Spoon Flag. That's I think by default, free enterprise allows you to have more descriptions of items. So using the select button, so it's a toggle. So it's nice to have it. It also affects shops, so you can find out all the details in the shop just as well. And you can't go wrong with that, with the information, just in case you're not sure.
And John Bergen pointing out that dupe glitch would be nice too if Spoon is equipable.
Oh, when you have the glitch enabled, oh man, that is your perfect dart setup. You have Eddie to dupe, and then that's Edge has only one job at that point.
How fast can you eat spoons?
Hey, it's all the kitchen utensils you'll ever ask for, and that's semi vanilla. Oh, we found her. Job done. Objective 1 complete.
I did check. The dupe glitch is a 10% chance to be on.
We don't really need the glitch. It's nice and all. I think we're at limit of 4 characters. That's no big deal. We don't. I don't think Spoonward was in our equation, and didn't even check to see if Spoonward was actually an option. So, and maybe we'll find out later if that was an actual option. Maybe not.
We do see on Esperant's side a little bit of vanilla to start our boss hunting.
Hey, I thought the Antlion had its journey to the moon, and I'm disappointed in you, Antlion. You weren't supposed to be here. I like vanilla, but this is not the vanilla I was looking for.
Antlion came back to its vacation home.
So I think we'll probably Warlink might take a dip into Mount Hobbs just to see the summon. It might not happen. We'll see. I mean, when you have Quake Kid, you're probably not as motivated. There's not you're not. I mean, you can't. Oh wait. I thought Rita was picked up. Oh, I was wrong. I thought for a moment that would have been something to do, but it looks like a Berserker heavy setup though with a Quake mage. So that's about it.
And the Spoon Flag is on. Esgrunch showed us the spoon in the inventory, and Eddie's face showed up when Grunt hit select.
That would have been something. So it would have been worth at least checking for the dupe glitch. That was. There's no. It looks like there's no earned characters though.
No, there are not. So the 7 you find right now are the 7 you have to choose from.
Usually, it's pretty reasonable to build your team with that. It's not. I mean, there have been like ZZ flags where you just build your team immediately, and that's not. It's nice to have. The only caveat is you don't get to experience Golbez with 2 characters, as that you typically saves a bit of time for that fight.
And it is nice watching Shadow go hungry and not eat any of your characters.
Maybe next time, Shadow Dragon. Maybe next time. It's good. It's having that moment. Do I want this? No. Just keep Quake Kid. Read it. Sorry.
I think Grunt may have gotten rid of both of them.
Oh, probably because the spoon. It's got to be the spoon. Yeah. So now it's so Escort has more of a Berserk Deep, but we'll be relying on Tella to do a lot of the kind of healing duties, and that if Escort goes more towards power overwhelm and getting the levels, each character, especially Edward, to with his mini HP growth, so it might be to at least survive a Big Bang. That will probably get Escort over the hump. It would be interesting to see how that pans out.
I think Escort's about to find some bad news. Those Grunt bought a giant stack of fire swords. Those are not dartable.
Yeah, there are kind of like weapons. Oh, well, that will fix everything. Bye, Quake Kid. Hello. No, Old Man. No, sorry. We replace Old Man with Mop. Mop is replacement. It's the correct choice every time.
Just upgraded Old Man.
Are we sure it's not stand-in Old Man? It's a Mop. It's a Mop. It provides one task. It cleans up after a seed. It's not an Old
Very
Man.
fair.
So speaking of yeah, reset probably not exactly ready. So now probably maybe trying to reset out and trying to get back to where to a different point. Maybe didn't like eating the character. I don't know. It's one of those kind of a mystery. Oh, I'm sure we'll get an answer. It's like probably forgot something at that moment. Wasn't quite ready for that.
It may have been looking to set something up first.
Yeah, sometimes like some runners, they try to run an encounter, try to kill off characters to get so that there's only two living. So the Shadow Dragon doesn't get fed, but it also speeds up that entire process. So it is always a plan, and Escort took. Actually, Escort just came into that. That's fine. Sometimes once in a while, especially in this fight, if you can get Kane or Edward doing the thing, hiding or jumping, you could. That's just one character that doesn't get targeted and one character that doesn't die. So that's sometimes worth doing if the opportunity presents itself.
It is good to point out here that the Be Unsafe flag cannot be on, so Ordeals will not be our underground access.
Yeah, right now it's kind of ironically less of an incentive, especially when Tella got heated for Fu. I mean, there's less incentive to do this, but we're still trying to get underground access. So, given that, doing this probably might net something, even if it's like say not the hook, but like the magma key. It's not. It's still worth looking at what what key item is here, but also it's also to power up Fu. Warlink is decided. Kind of need to try to get characters down to 2 for a moment.
And Golbez is down on Grunt's side due to Kane just kind of booping with the spear.
A spear is like rod or staff.
But pointier.
It's shiny. That's all I have.
That's also very, very important. Let's not mince words right here. Shiny is very important.
I mean, I do actually like the spear. Even outside of the name, I'm a fan of spears. Kane has had that reputation, and oh wow, it's Canadian Noodle added again on the back attack. It's really mean.
That's kind of rude here. Funny enough, I was expecting Wyvern to come out of that Sparkle because we already know this can't be logical underground access.
I also wanted Wyvern just as bad. It's always just a reminder for a runner. Hey, do you know who your anchor is? Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, Ogo, doing essentially the first turn, to kind of eat away half of your HP. It's a really strong attack. It's the one thing that's nice about it is is that if you're at lower levels, the damage is still the same, but you don't have to heal as much HP. So sometimes at lower levels, when your healing is not as optimal, you can heal through that pretty well. Where at higher levels, sometimes it's harder to. You will start needing like higher level cure spells, and then it requires you to grind to get the heal spell to kind of recover from that.
We do see the hero flag is not turned on, and we can forge.
Is this even? But outside of that, Null's not too bad. Should be easy enough. Edge does a lot of work. Yeah. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. I thought it would be doing a little bit more. Oh, we got the doll, but it should be fine. Fu will take care of this with one hit. No big deal. What happened there?
I think Fu was targeting the back dolls, and finally coded video game happened. Yeah, that sounds like a pair of assassin daggers or something. That flame should have done more than 50 damage.
Yeah, that assassin dagger does -10 to both wisdom and will, so that's actually crippling for a mage. And while we don't consider Edge to be a really powerful mage, but that is sometimes something like that is kind of crippling. When you have a -10 to a spell stat, it can be pretty crippling.
I must have blinked and missed it, but Warlink's got a big stack of ninja swords, so must have actually visited Baron Castle. Or Baron Town Shop.
It is kind of pricey. It's not, and katanas don't usually have a lot of bang for their buck. The crystal swords are plenty to feed that. But you actually want a sword though.
I stand corrected. Mr. Bus Driver Chad pointing out, no, they were duped.
Oh, that's even better. Then no problems there. Kind of yeeted the guy who could dupe the more powerful dart. That is kind of unfortunate. And oh boy, that fun Senator Crocodile alt gauntlet. Oh boy. But not apparently. That's no, not now. Well, maybe later.
Is it alt gauntlet?
There's two blue robes. It's alt gauntlet to me. If it's single, it'll be water hack.
It could be regular gauntlet too.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. It is some gauntlet. Let's put it that way. It is a gauntlet.
No, we're given where it is and our love for Senator Crocodile. We all want it to be alt gauntlet.
Senator Crocodile, filibustering all day, every day. You're mistake. It's a mistake to tell him to stop talking, and then what happens is he filibusters all day until he's not under stop anymore. Yeah, it's so try not to activate that bug. Don't empower the crocodile, please.
And no one's got time to deal with the crocodile's filibusters. Now you gotta be taking Senator or the crocodile, pulling up a little podium, getting a book on reading from it during the filibuster.
What would a Senator Crocodile read? That is a more important question.
What kind of books would a crocodile?
Antics of an alligator? No. I think we've tried to get a name for the alligator, like Alderman alligator. That looks like interesting. That was a swap for an Edward for an Edward.
I think Warlink's going to leave, turning counters on, take one fight, dupe the spoons, and go straight back.
I think I probably had that realization kind of after the dupe glitch. So it's like, oh yeah, I have better dart right here. So that's it. There's plenty of time to kind of feel out the flags. So when you realize, oh, the dupe glitch is on, and I have Edward, and Edward can equip the spoon. When those things click, start. You see the light bulb going on, and totally makes sense. You know what? You have the safety of not needing Edward anymore. So that's, although we'll still swap out Edward. Probably swap out Edward. That's fine. You can keep the spoon, the original spoon.
Now Warlink has a stack of darts that will do about 6,500 damage right now.
Yeah. So the damage of throw is really just the attack power of the weapon throw times Edge's level. So as long as Edge gains levels, you're gonna get closer to 99. So I think he needs like something around the 40s.
40.
Yeah. So it's pretty quick. And usually, endgame Edge typically reaches that level anyway, so you're not concerned about that anyways.
At level 40 guarantees hits for quad 9s. 39, I think you get there on a high roll.
It's fine. The randomized values after the base damage is like between 0 and 99, so it's fine. You're pretty much 99,000 something for the most part. You're probably not worried, and looks like Bahamut, bye. That was quick.
That's light the dragon on fire. It's fine.
So that was all gauntlet into that, and there's our key item because could not have been on mount or deals, so that's good. So
6428. That's about 6,500.
Yeah, that's. I mean, there are times where, like, especially in any mystery, when you can dupe spoons. It's like, what else is there to do? Just how about more Edge? That's what we really need. Can we have dupe Edge? I don't think these have dupe. I don't think these will generate a dupe character anyways. I don't think
it matters.
Yeah, you only need one Edge, but what if second Edge? I would be all for it.
It's a C-No Urn. You can't get second Edge.
But the dream.
I know, the dream of multiple spoon darters. Unfortunately, not today.
It's okay. At least the spoon will clean up everything the mop doesn't. So I have no doubt in that. So, so we have the other objective. We have to do Dwarf Castle. So probably as part of doing objectives, go for that afterward, or at least maybe make a side trip to Feymarch, look for the key item. Hope maybe it's the tower key. That
Forging.
Yeah. But we also need the Earth Crystal for Zot. So right now there's only 2 key items that we really need, and that's more decent Hansa Steel for free. So I can't argue that. And since I think Super Smith may be on occasionally in these flag sets, so we'll find out pretty much quickly, whether it pays out to anything.
Well, Super Smith hit, and
I mean, she is a valid character. I mean, she's actually required in this to the seed. Whether you pick her up is a different matter, but technically you could have kept her, but it's unfortunate she can't hit things.
and that Cocal Shop confirming it is S Pro, because that was a bunch of tier 5s.
Yeah, I saw Sorcerer Robe, and I just knew it was tier 5. So it's unfortunate that I think S Pro means that just usually 1 tier less for regular shops and gated shops. So it's not terrible, but at least you get some decent stuff. Tier 5 equipment usually is pretty good, generally speaking.
With the confirmation that it's S Pro, these shops don't quite have the same value.
I mean, if there was like a shop junk flag, it might as well be the subject. Like, there are some actual good value in like shops selling tier 3 items, but there's well, I'm trying to I think the best typically I think is like a diamond ring at best. That's all I could come. I think that's all I could come up with in short notice.
That's kind of bad on Dwarf 1.
I missed it. I'm sure
That's Valvalis.
Ooh, this is so this spot with Val. This spot is the Caliburna spot, the doll spot, and Caliburna is underratedly pretty strong. Underrated because you rarely see the big doll, and you never see how much the big doll punches, and also with this in terms of spell power, pretty high. Val only uses weak, but also will take advantage quite a bit from the stat spots. So pretty much Val is going to be practically at full power and really punchy. So this is not a combination you like to see.
This fight's going to be much easier for Warlink. This will be 2 spoons and he's done.
Yeah, that's the power of throw. Just doesn't care as long as the boss is not invincible. We're talking about like Golbez invincibility phases or Z invincibility phases. Yeah, those throw pretty much cuts through all that. You don't care about defense. Don't care about magic defense. Just one shot, one hit.
And to answer your question, Chad, Esperon never checked for the dupe glitch.
Yeah, it's you be behind by knowledge. That's so the.
Did? Yeah,
Yeah, Escort not having checked dupe glitch will be behind technically on the knowledge, so Warlink will gain quite a bit of time back just on the knowledge. Just starting a spoon is so much quicker than trying to do whatever other characters can do. Even Fu with nuke, throwing a spoon will be generally more productive. So even stronger than Fu's nuke. So. There's plenty of time to be made up from Warlink, just on knowledge alone.
We've got Leviathan at the 2nd spot. That's a much friendlier fight.
That still Edge will still take a nap if Edge gets a turn. So that's almost already the turn. It looks like nope, it's done.
Yeah, Fu had words for that.
Yeah, this is Golbus spot has low HP, is like 3,000 HP, so not much. It's pretty quick to take care of. At the second boss, it's kind of like the reverse of the Baron Inn, where the second boss has beefier, punchier. Here, the dwarf one spot beefier, punchier. Second spot low HP, so it's you know, there's it's interesting when runners fade this spot. This is required here, but like runners like to fade this spot because of that reason alone. So it's certainly a decision all runners make often here.
And that's the Twin Heart from Dwarf.
Hey, Warp Glitch paid off.
That's debatable.
This is a can of worms, but I don't think K-Moon is possible. At best,
No.
case summon. So Darkness Crystal doesn't really help, and I don't think we are getting a free character anyway. So like, there are free characters, gated characters that we can pick up. So that there's no one on the lunar dais on the moon. So yeah, that Darkness, good for Kia to pick up, not very useful elsewhere.
Yeah, and we've hit on every K main check so far, so there's a very good chance it's K main only. So even K value is not worth checking out.
Yeah, that Twin Harp does look very appealing at this point too. So, and Escort has hit on the inventory boss, everyone's favorite boss, where because you were a bad loot goblin, you get a visit from this guy.
I would argue that visit comes if you're being a very good loot goblin.
It could be debatable. I mean, this who doesn't love looting?
Exactly.
And just hit on the side loot goblin where you can't buy anything because hey, your inventory is full. Probably should sell off the fires. Probably not. Probably forgetting or not realizing. Oh wait, this can't throw them. But it's interesting what things you can or cannot throw. There is definitely like a wacky flag where you can throw pretty much anything your heart's desire. So you can check that out. I don't remember the flag name offhand, but oh hey, you need that curse ring.
That curse ring might help just for Zod if there's something rude sitting in the second spot.
It's always good to have an anchor when you need it. Right now, I mean, Escort set up for with Edge in the as the anchor, and well, I don't think we especially underground. You're probably not going to spend too much time. There are some faster spots, like the doll spot, I think even the Golbez spot. The Dr. Luge spot isn't that. I don't think it's that quick. So there are instances, but Escort doesn't really care. It doesn't seem to care. But we found the key.
However.
So I think we're pretty much on our way to. We still need the Earth Key. So maybe if we complete an objective, maybe the Earth Crystal will stumble onto us. That's always a nice thing.
There is a chance that's required 3, so I would not be surprised if our runners go straight to the super cannon room from here.
I think there's still probably a chance to maybe just do the top of tower just in case. But I
would do that second, but
yeah, of course, yeah.
One's an objective and can just end the seed once you finish it.
That is true. Like, yeah, you have once the super cannon is destroyed, you don't have to even get to the airship key and pickup part to find out. I think it just ends right there, if I'm not mistaken.
It does. As soon as the room's done exploding, you get the objective, and if it's required 3, it's over.
So we'll find out soon enough if our time here is up, but hey, it depends. Hey, you can root on whichever makes this seed better for you. It won't stop me. I like more of the seed, but these seeds are designed to be short and sweet, which is why they are called mini mysteries.
Oh, Grunt's going to show us what may actually be the final boss of this seed. It'll be 600 HP of something.
There are only a few bosses that would interrupt this, and if they're like, I think Water Hag would be the top of that list. So if Water Hag shows up, that 600 starts. You can ignore the 600 and just unless I think
unless it's no free bosses.
Yeah,
no free Ken Beyond. It's hit already in this club.
Yeah, we'll be. I think. Well, this should be pretty quick. Whoever it is. Although Blarg can still be surprised. It's these lunars.
One flame cast as long as we're not wielding an assassin dagger, and we're done.
Yeah. So just kind of a thing. When you usually for a spot that usually has more HP, we kind of add them all up and then divide amongst the HP of the bosses based on their relative HP of the whole pool. So if it's like the dolls, you have essentially 7 bosses: the 3 front dolls, 3 back dolls, and the big doll. So we'll find out.
Moment of truth. It's required 3, and Esrun has finished the seed.
That was a blazing fast seed. All things said. Well,
and Esrun is tied for second place with Judge Joe at a time of 33 minutes 36 seconds.
Fortunately, no real intervention has to happen here. Fortunately.
Scholar, you want to do a quick admin thing on this? I think I keep this up. I'm going to get newspapers, so we're going to stop. But we did have a finisher before them. Dr. Cossack finished in first place with a time of 30 minutes 50 seconds. And Warlink right behind the Grunt Judge Joe tie.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's very unlikely the Zot check came up for any of our runners or any of the non-restream runners, so that probably contributes to this. So I'm sure we'll see at the end of the race if that's the case. I mean, when you follow your objectives, you may stumble onto the next objective. It works out for both our runners who are on restream.
Yeah, hopefully we let the thing scroll so we can see where the Earth Crystal was. And by that double dinging, we're joined by both Grunt and Warlink. GG's to both of you.
Spoon!
So, yeah, speaking of that, Warlink, how were you feeling when you found out the Duplich was on?
Duplich was on, then I double checked, okay, is the Spoon Flag is on, or else this is a repeat of last week. It is on. It's like, okay, after doing ordeals, going straight to Tower Wishes, and we're getting the party. What's my job? You just dupe the spoon. Where are my olive functions? You just dupe the spoon. That's it. Get back to the Tower Wishes.
See, you probably saw me at the very start turning encounters on. Normally, the very first thing I do in a seed is check if Duplich is on. I did not do that because I figured if I have 99 crystal stars, I'm just going to be able to buy anything that I need, right? Never even occurred to me that I could have duped the spoon if I had wanted to. It turns out it wasn't necessary the way I routed things, but still.
Part of me wish that the Racking Flag is on with World Championship of Darts is turned on with those 99 crystals to dart everything.
Oh yeah,
that
that's absolutely a blast if you get that. If you get that combination of flags, is absolutely hilarious. There was a Pink Puff race last season, I think, which had that combination of flags on, and boy, was it glorious.
That was the freest of seeds. Like, I mean, you got picked up Radia just in this CD. It's like, hey, objective done. I mean, I know these seeds were designed to be pretty quick, but that was blazing fast.
See, the first thing I had to say to that is finally. The second thing I have to say is this has been a season of extremes. It's either well over an hour or well under an hour, and this time we are on the side of well under an hour, I think.
I'm sure we'll maybe revisit the flags and tweak it more towards the middle. But it's hey, I'm not complaining.
I need to think that when I ran this YAML for a few races before the at the end of the tournament. Oh, there's the Earth Crystal from Sheila in some capacity, which is where I would have gone next if Tower hadn't been anything, or if I needed to continue on objectives. So even if this wasn't Rec 3, we would have been done in short order anyway.
Well, we don't know if that was Sheila 1 or Sheila 2.
I'm assuming there wasn't any summon spots pop up in spoil log.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any. I'm pretty sure this is Canadian only.
Yeah, it's just basically the only. Yeah, I didn't check Baron Castle because I didn't realize that after doing the gauntlet. I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to do everything else, and totally forgot Baron Castle was a thing.
Yeah, like I went to Baron and got the Magna Key, and do your objectives immediately kicked in, and I just headed underground. And it turned out I didn't really need to leave the underground, so that's fair.
Maybe a different seed that will have an impact. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, I had that Baron key. I went to the shop, and oh wait, I got the Magna key. Oh, well, let's forget I had the Baron key. It happens. It happens to I think it happens to every racer.
It's just funny because as soon as I duped the spoon, it's like, okay, who's in Baron and is not going to be effective with the spoon? And so I was like, great. Is there any other bosses that I can power up food quickly and try Quake it or try to multi-target it? No, it's like, fine, we would just flame everything.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Edge's flame was pretty powerful. I think that's correct. I think it was using a flame, but they get the assassin dagger on the edge.
You saw me realize that about the second fight into the Octagon and saying I really should take this this assassin dagger off so that I can actually do damage with flame.
I think we saw you realized it after your changing room fight.
Yeah. That flame did not do enough damage. Oh, I've got the assassin dagger on. I need to do something about this.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough times where when you use say Artemis bow or Karen rope that the magic goes way down and Assassin's top of the that does it too. It's powerful in fighting, but it also cripples their magic too.
Yeah, it's one of those niche things that rarely comes up, but when it does, it's very important.
So, I guess, do you two have any other thoughts on the seed? This was just, it was a jet seed all the way.
I'm just glad that Adamant Cup and ZZ5 lives on.
Yeah, we've got the 4 characters. We've got the only 3 characters, no earned characters. What more could you possibly want, right?
I was hoping for a hook route to complete the trifecta, but it's like, nah, Magna Key, that's fine. If it's a hook route, I was like, okay, I have a bunch of spoons. I was going to go to the midnight showing in the room, but I'll go through and toss some of the spoons there.
You say you had 4 characters, but you really needed 2 of them.
Yeah.
Technically 1, but Food's there. It's like, I'll power him up, and just in case something went AWOL, in which it did during Dwarf, which Val hits the weak on Edge, so it doesn't survive in the wave by the Leviathan, so yeah.
Well, that's why you bring Kane with you. You don't let Val use weak at all.
Why do you need Kane if you have a bunch of spoons to dart at?
Yeah, the throwing spoons is the solution to everything. That I completely agree with. Edgy Dave, do you have anything else to add? I'm pretty much out.
Yeah, I'm good with this. GG's to both of you on a fantastic run race.
And yeah, thanks to you, Dave, and you, Deathlike, and Plague for pushing the buttons tonight, and Scala for hosting the club, and Warlink, and the rest of our racers tonight for sticking around for this race.
And thank you to you, Escrum, from rolling the scene. And luckily, it's finally sub 1 hour, so we can go and do some things that we have planned in 18 minutes.
We can go do other things now. Yay!
Yeah, thank you for letting yourself be restreamed. Couldn't find on the show without you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
But with that done, we are done here with the race tonight. But we're not done with Random Prize as a whole. We'll be heading over to visit Taco Melt, who is running some Pink Puff League practice seeds. So if you're a lover of vanilla, go hang out with Taco.
Pink Puff League, I think runs was it every other Thursday? I'm not sure if this. I think is it this week?
No,
not this week. So not this week.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Bacchus Drinkers is tomorrow. Is it late? At 10, yes, 10 o'clock Eastern for that. Because when you can't have kids drinking. No kids allowed. So there will be adults only with all the Bacchus one they can have. And yeah, that's tomorrow at 10. And yeah. Hope have a good night and see you all next seed.